It's the fourth and last day of the Future Blockchain Summit at Dubai Harbor. I'm Ornella Hernandez, and I'm sitting here with Oz from InvestBank. How are you?
I'm very well, Ornella. Thank you. It's been a very active 4 days.
Yeah?
We had a lot
You
of
like
amazing
it?
meetings. Yeah, I did. Gotta say, though, it takes a lot out of a person to be standing in a booth. I can imagine yourself being surrounded by this foot traffic. I'm trying to hear you as well through all the noise.
I know. It's
I'm hoping I'll answer your questions correctly.
so many side events. We have speeches going on. The music's probably about to come on now to signal that it's almost the end.
Absolutely. It's my first time on Gitex and fintech surge, and I gotta say, I knew it's big, but having been here, I realized it's freaking massive.
So have you learned anything, any insights that you can share with us?
With this, well, apart from learning that Gitex is massive, since I last came to Dubai, traffic has become horrible, and that is a good thing. Because that shows, I mean, it's not a good thing per se in terms of
people who live here.
convenience, but it shows just how many more people have moved to this part of the world, to the United Arab Emirates. What's happening here? How much capital has migrated here? Obviously, we saw those numbers. We keep track of them. We're based in Singapore. Southeast Asia is another market where foot traffic, where movement of capital. Inflow of capital is pretty noticeable. So it's very good to be here. Notice a lot of similar patterns as well as obviously some of the differences
Compared to Singapore, you mean?
compared to Southeast Asia.
Okay.
Again, I think both regions are enjoying massive growth. Singapore obviously is a lot more mature, but it's very interesting to see how different the industries are that are growing here compared to Southeast Asia, what's happening here. One of the obvious differences is that you can see a lot more optimism in the Web3 industry here than you
Yes.
see in Singapore.
Yes, definitely, for sure. And I know InvestBank is not necessarily Web3 based, but tell me first what it's about and what your mission is.
Absolutely. So we are a digital private banking platform. Our vision is to democratize private banking.
So what does that mean exactly?
So private banking, when we think private banking, think UBS, think Goldman Sachs private banking, JP Morgan private banking. These are platforms. These are the only types of platforms up until recently that allowed investors to build a truly comprehensive portfolio, including crypto for some of the guys. Imagine when you have enough of a ticket size, you cannot build a portfolio based on retail solutions. It simply does not serve you well. So you need stocks, bonds, alternatives, venture capital, private equity. You
That
need
includes crypto.
Yeah, obviously it does include crypto. So up till recently, the only platforms allowing this worldwide have been private banks. And the minimum ticket size in those platforms to actually get a decent service is $30 million. Well, some $10 million. It's a massive entry barrier. So about 2 to 3 years ago, technology finally allowed for companies like us to enter that market because it's very complex. It's a very complicated piece of machinery. You need integrations, you need your own core system, you need AI. We've built all of that in a short 1.5 years. We've built all of that and became one of the, I think, 8 companies in the world doing this. So we're happy.
Why is it so difficult, you think, to enter that market? Because of the monopoly of the bigger institutions and banks?
That, as well as the fact that it's not easy to build a digital private banking platform. So think payment technology. You have a lot of pay tech companies. Pay tech is essentially one service you got to automate. Yes, there are a lot of integrations, but it is a single service. Now imagine, for example, stockbroking, right? Online stockbroking. It's a single asset class. Now imagine you have to do the same for 11 asset classes, sub-asset classes. That includes, obviously 11 times more integrations, because often for only one asset class, you have to integrate with another custodian. It also encompasses a system that keeps track of all of that for clients. It also encompasses a system that advises on all of that. And on top of that, you need all the cybersecurity that comes with it.
Okay, I see. So then, since we are at the Future Blockchain Summit, I do have to ask, how do you envision the future of blockchain looking or maybe just the future of tech in general? What would you like it to look like?
Look, for many reasons, we're not positioning ourselves as of yet, Web3 project. But first of all, our private assets marketplace will be built on blockchain. We have launched a more rudimentary version of that, but eventually the end version will feature our own private blockchain. That's the going technology. We're choosing the right technology solution for that, and obviously a tokenization engine that will support all of the amazing products we're delivering. We love the technology itself, and obviously 5 years down the road, we want to become one of the few institutions worldwide that says everything under the sun, from stocks to fractionalized real estate to crypto, you can buy through us. That is the core essence of digital investment banking, and that's where we think the industry is going. We truly believe radicalization is bad for society, for humanity, and
I've heard that. Yes.
Yeah. So if I may put in my 5 cents, it's been pretty radical. TradFi guys would have gone, oh, we don't believe in this. This is a bubble.
Well, they did for a while. They did
for a while. Yeah. Too late, right? They didn't believe when they're supposed to believe, but when they started believing, obviously the bubble already was in motion, and there were a lot of obviously Web3 guys, regardless of gender, saying this is the death of traditional financial industry. Obviously, it's not. So I think the true innovation, the true future of the technology lies in, just like in any technology, in solving the existing pains. Financial industry is like the blood system, the circulatory system of the world. There is amazing technology. If you dig deep enough, and even I, with my, comparatively surface level understanding, I understand the prospect of some of the technologies that are being delivered. Take for example, Polymath, right? Take all of the companies that are exhibiting there. If you dig deep enough, the technology is very usable. We just need to repackage some of that and
better marketing, maybe. All right, well, let's radicalize the financial world. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you very much.